From the Opubco Studios at Britain and Broadway, you're listening to a News OK podcast.
Welcome to the Ladies' Room. It's our fourth installment. We're excited. We've been around a month now, ladies. I'm Angi Bruss.
Jacquelyn Farris.
And Paige Leslie. We were talking about this earlier. We had read an article that said that there was a movement for modest fashion. Telling young girls to cover up, and there's like 4 websites and a couple magazines and a book just about how girls need to be more modest and more demure, I guess, in their attire.
But not just girls, but women, and also women in the workplace. Mm-hmm. So it's a good topic for us to discuss.
Yeah, I found something along those lines. A new MSN Zogby, I'm not sure if that's how they say it, but they said a poll that they did finds out 40% of parents are bothered by some aspect of their children's look. Some of the top problem areas are hair, 5%, weight, 12%, but the biggest one is clothing, 16%. So, yeah, a lot of parents are concerned about their kids either not dressing modestly enough, or maybe they're dressing with different type of symbols or something that's confusing them, maybe a dark, goth type look that bothers them. But, I don't know. I mean, it's freedom of expression and things like that. But also, if it's so distracting in school, is that going to be, are they going to still be able to learn properly? Or are they going to help other kids learn properly? Or is it distracting?
Well, and that's why some schools have the whole uniform code. When I was in high school, they were talking, it was like this big deal, and we were all totally outraged by it. But it was, because you could always tell who had the Nike and who had the... who had the lesser, and so it was distracting, and kids would feel put down. But also, when I was in high school, it was a lot of the midriff shirts and the short shorts, and of course the guys wouldn't pay attention in class, and so they had a dress code. But I think, if you don't have, like, a uniform, sometimes that's hard. How can you enforce that? You can't get every girl that's wearing short shorts in the school.
Right. I remember the whole 3 inches or maybe 3 fingers above the knee. Mm-hmm. Something crazy like that. Like, you can't be shorter than that. And really? Are they going to sit there and measure?
Yeah. Oh,
and who's 3
when
fingers?
I was in school.
Oh, no, not
wow.
me.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
But it was good because I just don't think that it's necessary to be showing that much, especially with girls developing at a much younger age. In middle school or even in elementary school, girls are developing now, and the clothes are much more risque. Right. And so even at the mall, when I took my niece shopping a while back, I was just shocked about, I was like, just thinking, I would not even wear that. That is just ridiculous. But
well, and it's weird to me when I see a 6-year-old. And that's what creeps me out. When they look like, they are dressing like an 18-year-old. Mm-hmm. It makes me a little weirded out. I'm like, what?
Well, and a lot of it probably has to do with their idols or whoever. I mean, obviously. Right. I mean, when you're looking at somebody like Britney Spears. I mean, I know that's the token example, but when you're looking at somebody like that and you're 8 and she's super cool, then you exactly want to dress like her.
But a lot of the new fashions I've noticed are layers and very fashionable and so cute. There's sweaters out this season. There's the sweater vest and the cute shirts that have the ruffles and the cap sleeves for fall and for winter. And so I think a lot of the new trends is really going back to kind of the 50s and 60s era style, but with a mod twist on it.
Yeah,
so
really hopefully that'll help turn it around. That'll help.
And even the 80s with the tights and the short skirts. My cousin came home with a super short skirt, and she was showing it to me, and I just... my jaw dropped, but she said, "But I have these tights that go with them, so it's not too bad, I guess, if they're layering tights. If it's layered, it's not so bad. Yeah,
it helps a little.
Yeah,
I just don't think that the clothing needs to be as sexual as it is, especially for young girls. I don't think they need to be experiencing the sexual pressure or the sexuality at such a young age.
And then, bringing it to our age and bringing it to in the workforce, obviously, half the women. More than half. Most of the women don't dress. I don't see necessarily risque going on. But I think the question comes in is, what is acceptable? Do we have to wear stuffy suits? And that's okay, obviously, if you have to wear suits. Or can we be a little more casual? A lot of companies do the Fridays, that are casual Fridays. Other companies are saying, people seem to be more productive if they're comfortable, and they're allowing them to do it all the time. So I don't know what's the answer with that one.
Well, dress code has gotten a lot more lax, like slacks, but you don't have to have the blazer. You can have like a blouse, or you can have, whatever. So that's more comfortable anyway.
It was a lot of topics, and I'm sure a lot of debate could go on further, but if anyone has any questions, they can, of course, email us at studio@opubco.com and leave us some messages. We're going to start blogging this next week, and we will see you guys next Tuesday.
Yeah, check out our page, The Ladies Room. I think you can just do a search on newsok.com. Just put in The Ladies Room, and it'll take you to our page.
See you next week.
Bye.